the interesting thing about Bassett and what initially sort of piqued my interest about it is that this is a play about young people living today. There's not even kind of a year ago or 6 months ago. It is literally today. It's happening today.
Well, Bassett is set in a classroom in a school in Bassett, surprisingly. It's not just a clever name. And the supply teacher freaks out of it and locks the kids in the classroom. So there's a bit of panic, and then there's just chat, and then obviously gets into bickering, because that's what people do. And it's the day of repatriation, so when the British soldiers who die in Iraq or Afghanistan, they're brought back to Lyceum, which is an RAF base just next to Bassett, and then they're kind of driven through the town of Bassett.
Why are they all here today? He was just a normal soldier. Wouldn't have wanted all this attention. Just be treated like everyone else. All he would have wanted.
Yeah, but he wasn't like everyone else. He was amazing.
And it's a repatriation of a soldier who used to go to the school. They're desperate to get out to see it because it was somebody that they all knew. And there's a bit of rivalry, I guess, as to who knew this person best, as well as looking at why this person, you know, why people are at war, why we are at war, and why people died in the war, how it feels to witness repatriations, and what they think about it, about the fact that they've, you know, 15, 16, and they've seen over 100 coffins go through their high street.
This is our town. This is our thing that we do. This is for us.
Well, it's your boundaries.
You know what I mean? What's this? Pickle nail? Hey.
We completely ruined that anyway. I don't think we should do it anymore.
Oh God, you know, we're very to I know what she means though.
Shut up. Both of you. Completely ruined.
Don't tell me to shut up, Leo. I mean,
It's just turned into a media circus. Loads of people turn up to see what's happening and we shouldn't.
You don't know what you're talking about. It's about being respectful. It's about paying your respects.
I pay my respects whenever I've seen one. I just don't go to them all the time. I don't think it's for me.
I think it was really interesting as well that it's touched upon in the play and how they feel about their town being kind of, for want of a better word, taken over by this, that it's became a symbol in the same way, you know,
Lockerbie, Dumbling.
Because isn't there a line in the play where it talks about the town being a celebrity?
Yeah.
They talk about celebrity culture, and they say, one of the characters actually says, no, we're the celebrity, the town's a celebrity, which is crazy. But
yeah, it's quite an interesting thing because obviously there was the Islam for UK group who wanted to march through Bassett with the empty coffins and things like that. So not only is it kind of a town that, you know, is kind of symbolised for like soldiers being repatriated through, there's also a town that is used for people to maybe make a point as well, to maybe express their beliefs.
Did you agree with them? Did you think you should have been allowed to march through Bassett with 50 empty coffins?
Because I'm a Muslim.
Because of what you just said.
We're all the same.
Did I say that?
Because we all believe in the same thing.
Did I say that, Ahmed? I was asking a question. Do you agree with them?
No.
No.
No, I'm going to pray now, if that's okay.
My guest.
I think that the play is maybe quite anti-war, but it's not anti-forces, and it is very much like, you know, respectful and, you know, thankful for people going to fight in our name and, you know, protecting our country, or, you know, whatever view it is that you want to have on it.
yeah, I mean, that was our first concern, and it's been talked about a lot, is whether or not this is a play that is exploiting the current situation in Bassett, or exploiting the deaths of sort of brave service people out there, but it's not.
Got to clap people fighting to protect us. They deserve it. Just got to.
It'd be better if they just came home alive though, wouldn't it? Because they can't hear the clapping, can they? Because, you know, when they're dead.
They're out there fighting to protect us.
It's also really exciting that we're doing the Traverse and the Lyceum, because it's very different to perform in like in Trav 2, you know, which is kind of like a studio theatre in some ways, and then to then performing the same production on a big cross arch at the Lyceum. So I think that's a really interesting challenge for the performers, yeah, to kind of get that experience of doing both and doing the play in both settings and what that means.
The other great thing about working at the Traverse Institute is we're able to do this collaboration with the Traverse Scribble Young Writers, and this is the first thing we worked with a Traverse Young Writing Group since 2007. So that's really exciting as well. So again, that's given an opportunity of working together with young people that are interested in theatre, not always in a performance context. We have young people that are involved in the technical aspects of Bassett. We've got the scribble writers who are obviously bringing pieces of new writing to it. So we're hoping that the whole evenings at the Traverse are going to be this real sort of celebration of young people's theatre. So we're very excited about it.
If you do like theatre that is very current, that makes you think, that maybe makes you challenge your beliefs, your own beliefs, you like that maybe starts debate, conversation, that sort of thing, I think this definitely is a play you'd like.
Anybody that enjoys contemporary theatre, anybody that enjoys new writing, this is a piece of theatre that's about now.
Yeah.
It has to be done now, because it can only be that it will only be set in the today now. And I think this play will be done again. I think this play is good enough that it will be done by youth theatres for years to come, but it will never be as important, it will never be as vibrant, it will never be as relevant as seeing it now, because it's set now. If we see this play in a few years' time, it's going to be historic. This is when it's important. If you want to see a piece of theatre that is about the landscape that we live in, then you should come and see Bassett.